Now, the Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, and Director of Criminal Investigations, Amin, today appeared before the High Court after being summoned over their failure to attend an earlier hearing concerning the alleged disappearance, of 3 men reportedly abducted by suspected state agents. However, the 2 security bosses were dismissed shortly after appearing, with the court indicating they would only be recalled if necessary. The decision sparked dissatisfaction among the families of the missing men, who insist senior police officials should personally account for their loved ones' whereabouts. Hilda Kipto reports.
6 days after failing to appear before the High Court to respond to questions surrounding the alleged disappearance of 3 activists, Michael Lolo, Evans Otieno, and Macmillan Kiarie, the Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, and the Director of Criminal Investigations, Amin, finally honored the court summons. The 2 security chiefs appeared in person as directed by the court, following its rejection of the state's request to have junior police officers or affidavits represent them. The court had insisted that the 2 senior officials personally account for the alleged failure to comply with earlier habeas corpus orders concerning the missing men, whose families claimed they were arrested by suspected state agents. However, moments after appearing before Justice Alexander Muteti, the Inspector General and the DCI boss were discharged from the proceedings and thanked for complying with the court's directive, with their legal representatives left to handle the matter. The move raised fresh questions from the families and their lawyers, who argue that the only country top security officials can adequately answer questions surrounding the disappearance of the 3 men.
Because as much as replies have been filed by other members in the National Police Service, there are questions that can only be answered by those in command responsibility. They are the only ones who can deploy, they are the only ones who can give direction, they are the only ones who can hold individual officers responsible.
The court, however, maintained that the 2 officials will only be required to testify should issues arise during the proceedings that necessitate their personal appearance.
The applicants must lay the basis, and from that basis, those issues arise. They have not arisen, isn't it? And it is their application, and it is then not proper to put the DCI and the IG in the stand, and those issues have not arisen.
For the families of the missing men, however, the priority remains finding their loved ones as they continue to appeal for answers and their safe return.
We have cried, we have talked, tumeenda media, tumejaribu kama binadamu, kama mwananchi wa kawaida, mali tunaweza fika, tumejaribu. Kwa saizi mali imefika, mali sauti yetu iweze fika. Tunaomba Mungu akaweze kutufikishia.
Kama kuna mali amewekwa, naomba usaidizi, mnisaidie aregeshwe kwangu.
Hilda Kipto, NTV.